Here's a tip. I've been a medium my whole life. I ask my guides to come in every night. I'd say, what do I need to know? What do my clients need to know? What do the people I'm going to meet tomorrow and read for, what do they need to know? This way I'm fully prepared for the day ahead. I take all of this information that I get in my dreams and in my sleep state and I write it down every night. Don't be like me and decide to start a new journaling technique and forget your sleep journal on your desk. Don't use the same journal that you would for your dreams, your information, your messages. Don't use that same journal for anything else. That way it's always where you need it to be. The other night, I've had somebody with me for like a week. It's a very tragic story. I had his name, his first, last name. I had his wife's name. I had everything. That came to me the other morning. He had been with me over and over and over again. I finally got his name. And I'm sitting there and I woke up and I'm like, okay, this is his name. This is his wife's name. This is his daughter's name. And I look for my notebook to write it down and it's gone. The night before, like I said, I started a new journaling technique and I left it here at my desk. So I'm like going over it and over it and over it and over it in my mind so that I don't forget these names, this information, this important stuff that I have to write down. And as soon as I grab my phone to open the notepad, poof, gone. I lose his first name. So does that make me a shitty medium? No. Yes, but no, because I know better. I know me. I know that I have to have that notepad right there next to me. I do automatic writing before I go to bed. I do everything that I need to do before I go to bed. That night, I had already journaled my heart out. I kind of did the automatic writing before I did the journaling, and I was like, okay, that's good. I was tired. I was ready for bed. You can use this technique as long as you properly use this technique. It's a great technique. Ask your guides to come in, show you what you need to know in your dreams, and write it out when you get done. Me, as soon as I touch my phone, I lose information. So recording it, voice recording, video recording, just typing it out, it doesn't work for me. It could work for you, but it doesn't work for me, and I knew it wasn't going to work. I knew if I got up to get a pad of paper, it wasn't going to work. If I woke up my husband and told him to get me a pad of paper, it wasn't going to work. I know my quirks with the mediumship. I've been doing this my whole life. I've practiced different techniques that work for me. I'm still going to make the video that I need to make because all week, over a week now, I haven't been able to relate him with any of my clients on the phone line I work on, or any of my clients in my own personal business. I haven't been able to relate him to. So I know I need to make a video, and I'm going to start doing that as well. I know I had talked about it before, but life got really, really crazy. Like, we literally were homeless for about a year in a tent with 4 of our 5 kids. It was not great, but it was definitely an experience. It was an amazing experience because it taught us so much about life, and you know, you have all these things, and life is about things and wanting more and more and more, and then you realize when you have nothing that you really don't need anything other than the people you love. So that was just an off tangent on this, but my tip, anyways, back to it, is make sure you have the tools you need in order to get where you need to be with your practice and where you need to be with figuring out your skills, because everybody has this skill. Everybody can talk to their loved ones that have crossed over, and everybody can use their psychic abilities. There's no, you know, it takes practice, and I feel like that's where people don't step up. But there are so many people that are just naturally gifted. I luckily have been naturally gifted my whole life, and I have learned how to work through the things that hold me back. So that's my tip for today. Like I said already, I've already recorded this video, but my computer has decided to freeze up. I'm trying to get these videos recorded with my phone because it's the best camera I have right now, because my whole setup, my lights, my everything is hopefully still in storage. Our storage unit was broken into, and a lot of things are gone. A lot. But like I said, things are things. They don't matter in the end. So I'm going to be here a lot more. The call-in show, I'm definitely still working on. We're trying to work out the kinks, trying to find all my equipment to set up recording and things like that. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm going to start putting up posts asking for questions, just to have questions on demand. I'm going to do a question and answer video, probably like a live stream, so that people can come in, ask me questions about anything at all regarding mediumship and how I work through different things in my life. I'm also working through, let's see, I've been literally sick every day since the beginning of November. We moved into this house, finally got this house in November. Moved in, I died twice that night, had 2 strokes, and ended up in the emergency, or in the hospital in the ICU for about a week. And that I had blood clots in both lungs and my heart. And that kind of spiraled my health. But we're not going to focus on that. We're going to move past that. We're going to work past it. So if I start sniffling or coughing during a video, I do apologize. But here we are again. My ADHD is taking over. I do want to thank you all very much for always supporting me, no matter what. Even with the huge break that I took, it was unavoidable. I didn't know how I could have possibly, done live readings from a tent. I'm also going to change up the way that I do readings. I might do tarot for one night, but I really literally haven't even, maybe 3 or 4 readings in the last year with tarot. My guides have really encouraged me to work on my mediumship skills and use those in helping others. So I'll still teach tarot if somebody wants me to teach them. I'll still teach all these things. And I may have one show a night where I use strictly tarot cards or oracle cards or some form of divination. But mostly I am very much being pulled and called to be doing this mediumship show, where people can call in and get messages from their loved ones. And we also have different things planned as soon as we get a vehicle, because the engine in my van blew up. That was fun, because we were like kind of living in it, and then the van blew up and it was a nightmare. But as soon as we get another vehicle, we have all these other places planned. We're in North Carolina now, so there's tons of great haunted areas around us, especially like Civil War things that are, Virginia, and we could just travel anywhere we want once we get the vehicle. And I plan on doing like mediumship readings for like, graveyards and things like that. But again, thank you all so very much for always supporting me. I want to encourage you to invite your friends, to share the videos. There is a contest right now that nobody has entered correctly. So you have to like, subscribe, share the video publicly so I can see it, and then comment on that video in order to win a free mediumship reading. And it's a full, I was going to give 3 of them away, but nobody's even entered properly for 1. So we'll see what happens. I might just call up some friends and say, hey, you want to do this in a video with me? Yeah, not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I want to get videos, like video readings, real raw readings with clients, so that you can gauge in how I do things, gauge how it works. A lot of people are curious as to how things work. So, but yeah, thank you again. So much love and light to all of you. Many blessings.